My name is Abigail Taylor. On our third wedding anniversary, Lucas told me he needed to travel to San Francisco for a week-long business trip. Abigail. This deal is crucial, I have to handle it personally, he said while adjusting his tie. Avoiding eye contact. I packed his liver supplements into the suitcase. He kissed my forehead before leaving. We'll celebrate properly when I get back. I smiled. Drive safe. Eat on time. From the windowsill, I watched his car disappear. Seconds later, my phone buzzed with Kevin's social media post, "Congratulations to Mr. Anderson and executive assistant Sophia on their marriage." The attached photo showed Lucas wearing the white shirt I'd ironed last night, arm around a beaming Sophia holding crimson marriage certificates. My hands trembled so hard I nearly dropped the phone. Dialing Kevin. I demanded answers. Ms. Taylor, you didn't know? They filed the paperwork today. Said it's a private ceremony. The words dissolved into static. Lucas, my husband of 3 years, had remarried. Last night's overtime suddenly made sense. I stormed into our walk-in closet. Half his suits were missing. His call came as I sat numbly on the bed. Abby. Boarding now. His voice held its usual calm. We need to talk. Later. Are you really in San Francisco? The pause lasted 3 heartbeats. Of course. Gotta go. I texted him photos of 3 packed moving boxes. His panicked call came 30 minutes later. What's this? Since you've started a new family, what nonsense? I'm at the Hilton. I forwarded Kevin's post. The silence stretched like taffy. Abby. Let me explain bigamy? Or explain why our anniversary present was marrying your mistress. I hung up, ignoring 17 consecutive calls before powering off. At dawn, a new notification appeared. Sophia requested to follow me on Instagram. I passed the exam and wanted to see what she'd say. Sophia quickly messaged, Abigail. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come between you. Me, when did this start? Sophia, about 6 months ago. Lucas said you two had already fallen out of love. Just hadn't finalized the divorce yet. My heart turned cold reading this. So in Lucas' version, we'd long been emotionally divorced. Me, what else did he say? Sophia, he claimed you'd been separated for ages. That you had serious mental health issues with frequent angry outbursts. Said he was exhausted and wanted a fresh start. I almost laughed bitterly. Separated? We shared the same bed every night. Mental issues? I hadn't raised my voice once in 3 years. Me, now that you know the truth? Sophia, what truth? I sent her yesterday's phone recording where Lucas kept insisting he was on a business trip in Shenzhen, calling their marriage certificate a misunderstanding. After a long pause, Sophia replied, Abigail. I didn't know he was still lying to you. I thought you were really divorced. Me, now that you know. What will you do? Sophia, I don't know. That afternoon, Lucas flew back. Without keys. He rang the doorbell. Through the peephole I saw his haggard face and bloodshot eyes. Abby. Open up. Let's talk properly. I stayed put. What's there to discuss? Don't you have a new wife already? Abby. That was a misunderstanding. Let me explain. Go ahead. I'm listening. Sophia, she's my assistant. She needed a married status to resolve some troubles recently. I just helped her with a fake marriage. I couldn't help laughing at this absurdity. Lucas. Do you really expect me to believe that? It's true. Abby. I swear. Then why keep it secret? Why lie about business trips? I was afraid you'd misunderstand. And what's happening now isn't misunderstanding. Silence fell. Then, Abby. Please open the door. Let's talk face to face. No. I leaned against the door. Lucas. Move out. Since you've got a new home. Don't come back here. This is our home. Why should I leave? Because I can't stand the sight of you. He lingered outside for an hour before leaving. That night, Mom called, Abigail. Lucas says you're fighting? My stomach dropped. What did he tell you? That you've been irritable lately. Making baseless accusations. Says you suspect him of cheating. Stalk him constantly. Abigail. How could you? He works so hard, you should be more understanding. Her words chilled me. Lucas had preemptively painted me as the unstable harpy. Mom? It's not like that. Then what is it? Listen. Men struggle providing for the family. Women should support their husbands at home. Your paranoia might push him into another woman's arms. I bitter laughed. Mom. What if I told you he's already married to someone else? What? Don't be ridiculous. Lucas would never. I sent Mom Kevin's photo evidence. After long silence, this must be some misunderstanding. Don't act rashly. Dear. Maybe, Mom. The proof's right there. Perhaps, business needs? Some deals require alternative identities nowadays. Finally I understood, in Mom's eyes. Lucas could never err. Only I could. Mom? I'm tired. Good night. Abigail. Listen to your mother. Find time to talk things through with Lucas properly. Don't act impulsively. Hanging up the phone. An indescribable heaviness settled in my chest. The next morning at the office, colleagues kept giving me odd glances. During lunch break, Emily pulled me aside discreetly. Abigail. Did something happen between you and Lucas? Why do you ask? This morning someone saw him at the cafe with a young woman. They looked close. My heart sank. What did she look like? Pretty. Early 20s maybe. Sophia's face flashed through my mind. After work, I passed Lucas's office building. There he was, walking out with Sophia clinging to his arm. Both laughing. I ducked behind a parked car, watching them climb into his black Audi. The same car that carried our grocery runs and weekend getaways. Yesterday he'd sworn Sophia was just his assistant. Now they paraded openly. I texted Lucas, I saw you with Sophia. His reply came instantly, where? Outside your office. Just giving her a ride home. Family emergency. Since when do family emergencies require arm-holding? The typing bubbles disappeared. 30 minutes later, his call came. Abigail. Were you following me? I happened to walk by. Walk by? Really? Irritation edged his voice. Is this necessary? I've told you 1,000 times, Sophia and I are strictly professional. Professional enough to get marriage licenses? It was helping with paperwork. His volume spiked. Can you be reasonable for once? Reasonable? I scoffed. Do you think I'm that easy to fool? Lucas? I'm not lying. Then swear it. Swear if you're lying. You'll. Enough. He cut me off. I'm done with this circus. The line went dead. Standing curbside watching traffic blur past, I tasted bitter irony. 3 years of marriage dissolving into sidewalk theatrics. That night, our bed stayed cold. I waited till 3 a.m. The living room clock ticking louder with each hour. Morning calls went to voicemail. Texts vanished into the void. At his office, the receptionist said he'd taken personal leave. What about Sophia? My voice didn't shake. Also on leave today. The bank alert came at 2:17 p.m., $500,000 withdrawn from our joint account. The teller confirmed Lucas made the withdrawal yesterday. Freeze it, I demanded. But they recited the policy, both names, both access. Unless I filed legal action. Home revealed more absences, Mom's gold necklace gone. His Rolex vanished. Our wedding band's velvet box sat empty. 17 calls. 17 robotic voicemail greetings. Through the bedroom window, late sunlight glinted on dust outlines where his golf trophies used to shine. In the end, I called Sophia. And surprisingly, she answered. Abigail? Sophia's voice sounded guilty. Sophia. Let Lucas come to the phone. Lucas isn't here. Not here? Then where did you two stay last night? Sophia fell silent. Sophia. I'm talking to you. Abigail. I'm sorry. I don't want to lie. Lucas is right here with me. Put him on. Now. After a moment, Lucas's voice came through. Abigail. What's the matter? Did you drain our joint account? That's my money. The $500,000 in there? $400,000 came from my paychecks. His audacity stunned me. Lucas. You took my mother's jewelry too. What jewelry? The gold necklace, bracelet, and our wedding rings. Oh. Those. I pawned them. Needed cash. How dare you pawn my family heirlooms? They're marital assets. I had every right. My hands shook with rage. Lucas. Have you no shame? Watch your tone. Abigail. His voice turned icy. We'll discuss this when I get home. Will you even come home? Of course. It's my house. Where are you now? Business meeting. Sophia's giggle cut through the line as she cooed. Honey. My heart froze. Lucas. I want a divorce. Silence. Then, what? A divorce. I'm serious. Why? You married another woman and ask why? It's paper only. Paper couples don't share beds or pet names. Abigail. Let's talk face to face. Move out. It's over. I hung up. Trembling yet relieved. 3 years of this charade was enough. That night, Lucas jingled his keys at our door, now rekeyed. Abigail. Open up. I remained motionless on the couch. You changed the locks? This is my home. I approached the door. Lucas. I bought this brownstone. My name's on the deed. The house may be in your name. But I paid for the renovations and all the furniture and appliances. Then take your things and leave me the house. Abigail. Open the door. Let's talk this through. There's nothing left to say. I've packed your belongings and left them by the entrance. I swung the door open, pushing 3 suitcases into the hallway. Lucas stood there disheveled. Dark circles under his bloodshot eyes. His stubble grown out. Abigail. Are you really doing this? You started this. I replied coldly. I've already clarified things with Sophia. We're just colleagues. Clarified? I scoffed. Then where did you two spend last night? Lucas opened his mouth but remained silent. Stop lying. Lucas. I want a divorce. His voice turned icy. Think carefully. Divorce won't benefit you. What's that supposed to mean? Do you really think you can survive alone? His words carried an edge. Without me. You're nothing. I stared at this stranger before me. 3 years ago when we married. He'd been different to the man who brought soup when I worked late. Who held my hand through fevers. When had he become this? You're right. Lucas. I am nothing without you. I nodded slowly. But with you, I stopped being human. Before he could respond, I moved to shut the door. Take your things. Don't come back. Abigail. He jammed his foot in the doorway. 3 years together and you'll throw it away over misunderstandings? Misunderstandings? My laugh sounded hollow. Signing marriage papers with another woman? Emptying our joint account? Sleeping at her place? I can explain. Save it. I shoved his arm away. The lock clicked as I collapsed against the door, listening to his fists pound the wood until silence fell. The next morning found me at a law firm. The sharp-eyed attorney in her 40s scanned my documents. Ms. Taylor. This appears to be a clear case of marital fraud. Fraud? Your husband committed bigamy during your marriage. That's criminal under state law. She steepled her fingers. We can pursue criminal charges or focus on divorce proceedings with damages. Just the divorce. You're entitled to compensation, both emotional distress and financial losses from asset diversion. She slid a checklist across the mahogany desk, marriage certificate, property records, evidence of his second marriage. The paper trail unfolded like origami. Kevin's damning photo of their courthouse exit. The clerk's notarized copy of Lucas and Sophia's marriage license. Bank statements showing $50,000 vanished from our joint account. When the evidence box filled, my lawyer began drafting the suit. Lucas' calls and texts flooded my phone, 27 missed calls. 43 unread messages. I blocked every number. He even showed up at my office building waiting for me, only to be chased away by security. A week later, the court summons arrived. When Lucas received the subpoena, he started frantically calling me. Abigail. Are you really suing me? Yes. Why? We've been married 3 years. How can you be this heartless? You're the heartless one. I was wrong. Abigail. I truly know I messed up. His voice choked with tears. Give me another chance. I'll cut all ties with Sophia. Let's start over. Okay? It's too late. It's not. Abigail. I'll go talk to Sophia right now. We'll go to the marriage registration office and revoke that certificate. Lucas. Do you think revoking paperwork erases what happened? What do you want then? How can I make this right? I just need you to sign the divorce papers. I won't. He suddenly shouted. Abigail. I'll never agree to divorce. Then we'll see each other in court. I hung up. The day before the hearing, my mother came over. Abigail. How could you sue Lucas? She began lecturing the moment she stepped inside. Couples fight but make up. What's the point of this drama? Mom. My decision's final. Final? To destroy your own marriage? You're 27. Do you know how hard it'll be to find another good man after divorce? I don't want another man. Then what? Live alone forever? Being single sounds perfect. Don't be naive. Tears welled in her eyes. Listen to me, talk things out with Lucas. Don't go through with this. Mom. He married another woman. So what? Men play around sometimes. As long as he comes home, I felt ice in my veins. You're saying I should accept his affair? Affair schmaffair. A successful man like Lucas naturally attracts women. Just be grateful he hasn't abandoned you. He already did. No, he hasn't. He still wants this marriage. I stopped arguing. Get some rest. Mom. I work tomorrow. Withdraw the lawsuit. Never. She sighed at my resolve. Then I'm coming to court tomorrow. Don't bother. I must. I'll tell the judge we don't agree to divorce. You're taking Lucas' side? I'm saving you from yourself. I laughed bitterly. Leave. Mom. I need space. On the hearing day, I wore a black pantsuit with light makeup. My lawyer said first impressions matter with judges. Lucas was already at the courthouse in a tailored black suit. Hair perfectly groomed. Abigail. Let's talk. He approached. Nothing left to say. We went to the registry office. Here's the annulment. He produced an official document. So? We don't need to divorce. Hope lit his eyes. Come home. Let's pretend none of this happened. Lucas Anderson. Do you think withdrawing the lawsuit means everything can go back to normal? What else do you want from me? I've already cut ties with her. Too late. It's not too late. Abigail. Really? He grabbed my hand. Let's start over. I swear nothing like this will ever happen again. I shook him off. Your promises are worthless. Lucas. Sophia appeared then, wearing an innocent white sundress. Luke. I'll testify for you. She moved closer to him. I'll tell the judge our marriage was fake. That there were never real feelings between us. I couldn't help laughing. Sophia. You really think a judge would believe that? Why not? It's the truth. The truth? I pulled out my phone. Explain this then. The recording played their hotel conversation, her calling him baby while he murmured sweetheart. Sophia flushed crimson. You recorded us secretly? Not me. A friend happened to overhear. Lucas turned pale. Abigail. You had me followed? I wanted the truth. This is too much. Too much? I sneered. You set the standard. Lucas. The court clerk summoned us inside. My attorney presented all evidence. Lucas' lawyer argued temporary insanity and repentance. But with ironclad proof. The judge ruled immediately, divorce granted. $15,000 in emotional damages. Outside the courthouse. Lucas chased after me. Abigail. I won't give up. Suit yourself. I'll win you back. Try. Sophia followed, wringing her hands. Abigail. I never meant to, I turned sharply. How old are you? Sophia? 24. Old enough to know right from wrong. I know. But I truly love Luke. Love him? My bitter laugh echoed in the marble hallway. 3 years ago. Those exact words came from his mouth. Promised to cherish me forever. Look how that turned out. Her startled expression almost made me pity her. You really think your story ends differently? The first month post-divorce brought unexpected peace. Regular work hours. Weekend book clubs. Girls' nights out. No more waiting up till 2 a.m. No elaborate dinners for two. No deciphering mood swings through cigarette counts. I finally breathed freely. Lucas kept reappearing loitering outside my office with roses. Drunk dialing at midnight. I blocked each attempt. Until he stormed my workplace lobby. Abigail. Come out here. His shout reverberated through the open plan office. Colleagues' curious stares burned my cheeks. I emerged stone-faced. What now? Lucas? I want you back. That's impossible. Why? We used to love each other so much. That was in the past. Abigail. Won't you give me another chance? I already gave you chances. You didn't value them. I'm valuing them now. It's too late. Lucas suddenly knelt down. Abigail. I'm begging you. Come back. People around us started staring. And I felt mortified. Lucas. Get up. Not until you agree. Security. I called out. Guards escorted Lucas away. But he showed up again the next day. This went on for a month until I couldn't take it anymore. I decided to move. I rented an apartment across town without telling anyone the address. On moving day, Emily came to help. Hiding like this isn't a solution. Abigail. What else can I do? Tell him you've got a new boyfriend. I don't have one. Find a fake one. Emily blinked. My cousin's really hot. He could act the part. I hesitated. No. I don't want to lie. Then you'll let him stalk you forever? He'll give up eventually. But Lucas proved more persistent than I'd imagined. He tracked down my new address and resumed his vigil outside. One evening after work, I found him waiting again. What do you even want? Lucas? I want you back. I said no. Then I'll keep waiting. Suit yourself. Upstairs. I paced angrily. This couldn't continue. The next day, I approached Emily's cousin. Ryan. 26. Worked as a programmer. Ryan. I need a favor. What kind? Pretend to be my boyfriend in front of my ex. He paused. Pretend? Yeah. Make him think I've moved on. Why fake it? His earnest eyes met mine. I could be your real boyfriend. I studied him, good-looking. Decent guy. Thanks. Ryan. But I'm not dating right now. Fine. I'll play along. That weekend, we went to Lucas's regular mall. I timed it perfectly. Sure enough, we ran into him at the cafe. Lucas's expression darkened immediately upon seeing Ryan and me sitting together. He strode over. Abigail. Who's this? He's my boyfriend. I answered naturally. Linking arms with Ryan. Ryan played along. Gently stroking my hand. Lucas's face tightened. Boyfriend? How long have you known each other? That's none of your business. None of my business? His voice rose. We divorced a month ago and you're already dating someone new? Lucas. We're divorced. Is it strange that I have a boyfriend now? You moved on too fast. Too fast? I smiled coldly. Faster than you and Sophia? Lucas froze. Momentarily speechless. Ryan stood up. Sir, please stop harassing my girlfriend. Girlfriend? Lucas sneered. Do you even know who she is? Freshly divorced. Carrying all sorts of baggage. What baggage? Ryan countered. She's got mental health issues. Violent mood swings. Even stalked people. Ryan glanced at me before replying. That doesn't sound like the Abigail I know. She's been nothing but kind and gentle with me. That's because you don't really know her yet. I know enough. Ryan squeezed my hand. And even if she has flaws, I'll accept every part of her. I looked at Ryan, unexpectedly touched. Though this was just an act. His words rang with sincerity. When Lucas saw our intertwined fingers, pain flashed across his face. Abigail. Are you really doing this? We're done. Lucas. I don't believe you could fall for someone else this quickly. Because I never truly loved you to begin with. The words struck like a blade. What did you say? I said there was never real love between us. I held his gaze. I married you because you seemed reliable. Lucas. But love? That wasn't part of the equation. Impossible. You always what? Tolerated you? Compromised? That wasn't love. Lucas. That was habit. His complexion turned ashen. Stop saying these things to hurt me. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm telling the truth. I stood decisively. Let me go. Lucas. We were never right for each other. As we left the cafe, Ryan asked quietly. Was any of that true earlier? Which part? About never loving him? Half-truth. I sighed. I did care. Just not enough. Thanks for playing along today. Ryan. Anytime. He hesitated. Abigail, if you're ever ready. I'd like this to be real. I shook my head. You're wonderful. But I'm not looking for a relationship now. Still healing? No. I've realized I prefer being single. Freedom's great. He conceded. But lonely sometimes. Loneliness beats heartbreak. Ryan chuckled ruefully. Fair enough. When you change your mind, I'll be here. Deal. True to my prediction. Lucas never bothered me again after that encounter. He stopped calling me. Stopped waiting outside my apartment. Stopped making scenes at my office. I thought he'd finally given up. But a month later, Emily told me something shocking. Abigail. Did you hear? Lucas and Sophia broke up. Broke up? Yeah. Apparently Sophia dumped Lucas because he went broke. His company's been struggling lately, bad investments left him drowning in debt. I was stunned. Lucas had always been so business savvy. How could he fail so badly? Rumor says he got reckless after some personal issues. Rushed into a deal without due diligence and got scammed. How much? Millions. His company's practically bankrupt now. Mixed emotions churned in me. Though I resented Lucas. Hearing about his downfall stirred unexpected pity. Sophia left him over money? Of course. She only ever wanted his wallet. Now she's already latched onto some 50-something CEO, typical sugar daddy situation. I shook my head. Sophia was still the same Sophia. That night, Lucas called. Abigail, could we meet? His voice sounded hollowed out. What for? To apologize. For everything. After hesitation. I agreed. We met at a quiet coffee shop. When Lucas arrived, I barely recognized him, sunken cheeks. Streaks of gray hair. Eyes shadowed with exhaustion. Thanks for coming. He rasped. Ordering black coffee. I need to say I'm sorry. For what specifically? For hurting you. His hands trembled around the mug. I was an idiot. Abigail. A selfish, delusional idiot. Self-awareness suits you. His laugh cracked like dry leaves. I thought I could have both you and Sophia. Thought I could play this double life. Now, he stared into his bitter brew. Now I've lost everything. You made this bed. Lucas. I know. His throat worked. I don't expect forgiveness. Just needed you to hear this. Watching him unravel. I felt neither triumph nor old affection, just the quiet ache of seeing someone's carefully constructed world crumble. The man who'd once made my heart race now only inspired weary resignation. Let the past stay buried. I finally said, leaving my untouched latte cooling on the table. Some ghosts aren't worth resurrecting. Has it really passed? It really has. Are you doing well now? Very well. Is Ryan treating you right? I paused, almost forgetting Ryan's existence. He's good. That's good. He nodded. Abigail. I want you to be happy. Thank you. We sat in silence for a while before parting ways. Walking out of the cafe, I felt strangely calm. This meeting finally closed the chapter on our 3-year marriage. 6 months later, I heard Luca's company had gone bankrupt. He now works at a small firm earning minimum wage. Sophia married that 50-something CEO and became a wealthy socialite. I occasionally think of them, but feel nothing. My life keeps improving. I got promoted with a significant raise, moved into a bigger apartment, and adopted a cat. On weekends, I hang out with friends or travel solo. This fulfilling life suits me. Ryan still asks me out regularly, we're great friends now. Sometimes he jokes, "Abigail, when will you finally give me a chance?" I always laugh it off with maybe someday. Truthfully, I don't know what I'm waiting for. Maybe to fully let go of the past. Or to meet someone who truly sparks my heart. At the mall recently, I bumped into Linda, my college friend. "Abigail," she squealed, running over. "Linda, what are you doing here?" "Working nearby. Let's catch up." "Over coffee?" she asked bluntly. "Still single?" "Why not date? Let me set you up with my handsome coworker." "No thanks. I'm content alone." "Why? Don't tell me you're still hung up on your ex?" "I moved on ages ago." "Then why avoid new relationships?" I pondered. "Linda, is love really essential?" "Not essential. But it enhances life. My life's already wonderful." "But aren't you lonely?" "Loneliness beats heartbreak." She shook her head. "Abigail, that's no way to live. One failed marriage shouldn't make you give up on love." "I haven't given up. I just haven't met someone who makes my heart flutter." "What about Ryan?" "Emily told me he's been really good to you." "He is kind. But what? I just don't feel that connection." "What connection?" "The spark." Linda laughed. "Abigail, are you still waiting for some grand, passionate romance?" "Not passionate. Just real love." "What's real love?" I thought for a moment. "It's when your heart races seeing them. When you crave their company. When you'd do anything for them." "Did you ever feel that with your ex-husband?" "I did." "Then why doubt it could happen again?" I fell silent. She was right. Why shouldn't I believe? After that conversation with Linda, I started reevaluating myself. Maybe I'd been hiding, avoiding potential heartbreak, sidestepping disappointment. But this fear was making me miss beautiful possibilities. Ryan was decent. Though there was no instant attraction, feelings could grow. I decided to give us both a chance. That weekend, I asked Ryan out. "Ryan, we need to talk." His eyes lit up. "Changed your mind?" "I want to try." "Really?" "Yes. But on one condition." "Name it." "We take it slow." "Of course. I've waited this long." We began dating officially. He proved to be the perfect boyfriend, attentive, understanding, never pushy. We shared movies, meals, trips. Our life felt peaceful, comforting. Yet something was missing. No pounding heartbeat. No desperate longing. I wondered, is this love? One evening Ryan asked, "Abigail, do you love me?" I hesitated. Why ask? "You're wonderful to me. But there's emptiness." "What emptiness?" "Fire." I couldn't answer. "It's okay." He smiled sadly. "I'll wait. Maybe someday you'll truly love me." I looked at him, feeling guilty. Ryan Williams was a good man who deserved a woman who truly loved him. As for me, I might never genuinely fall for him. This relationship wasn't fair to either of us. A month later, I broke up with Ryan. "I'm sorry." "Ryan, don't apologize." "Abby," he said calmly, "I know you tried your best. You don't hate me?" "Why would I?" "You can't force feelings." "Can we still be friends?" "Of course." Ryan truly restored some of my faith in men. Though we didn't become lovers, I felt grateful to have known him. After the breakup, I returned to single life. But this time, I stopped resisting love. I started believing maybe someday I'd meet someone who truly stirred my heart. 3 months later, At a friend's party, I met Ethan Brooks, an architect. He captivated me instantly, not because of conventional handsomeness, but because of his quiet intensity and eyes that sparkled with intelligence. Hi, I'm Ethan. Abigail Taylor. We talked for hours about architecture, art, films, and travel, discovering countless shared interests. As the party ended, he asked, Abby, could I get your number? I gave it without hesitation, my first time actively sharing contacts with a man since the divorce. Ethan started texting and calling daily, our conversations flowing effortlessly between his architectural designs and my work anecdotes. A month later, he invited me to an exhibition. You'll love this modern art show, Abby. We spent the afternoon at the gallery where he patiently explained each piece. How do you know so much? Studied art history during architecture school. Think I have artistic talent? Absolutely, your aesthetic sense is impeccable. Afterward, over dinner, he suddenly asked, Abby, were you ever married? I paused. Yes. Divorced? MHM. Mind sharing why? I considered carefully. He cheated. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked that. It's okay. I shook my head. It's all in the past. Do you still believe in love now? I've thought about this question for a long time. Yes. I do. Why? Because life would lose so much beauty without love. Ethan smiled. I think so too. What about you? Have you ever been married? No. Why? I never met the right person. What kind of person counts as right? Someone who makes my heart race. Our eyes met across the table and I felt my heartbeat quicken. This feeling, I hadn't experienced it in so long. When we left the restaurant, Ethan walked me home. Standing under my apartment building's awning, he said, Abigail, may I pursue you? I looked at him, sweetness blooming in my chest. We could try. His smile then was breathtaking. Then I officially began courting Miss Abigail. From that day, Ethan truly started wooing me. He'd send good morning and good night texts daily, bring me midnight snacks during overtime work, and plan weekend outings. I found myself increasingly craving his company. He made me believe in love again and, more importantly, believe I deserved to be loved. 3 months later, we became official. This time, I felt that heart-fluttering sensation with him, that urgent desire to be near him constantly. I finally understood this was real love. Now we've been together a year. He proposed, and I said yes. We're getting married next month. I finally realized leaving Lucas was right. Had I stayed, I'd never have met Ethan. Had I not endured that pain, I wouldn't cherish this happiness. Sometimes loss clears the path for better things.